I'm Chris Lawrence with your top stories in North Texas. A video is going viral showing Fort Worth police officers citing a protester at Trinity Pride. As the Justice Department looks into it, Scoop Jefferson spoke with the head of the Fort Worth PD.
If someone is offended by your talking, then we have a problem.
I sat down with Fort Worth Police Chief Eddie Garcia to ask about this and the backlash his department faces over bias concerns and First Amendment rights.
The biggest issue I think that I have is just the conversations and the way that we were describing what is lawful, what isn't lawful.
In the video, now viral, veteran officer Sarah Stogner threatened to write tickets to street preacher David Grisham protesting outside Pride Fest.
Wait, you're going to take us for offensive speech?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you serious?
Speech. You're going to cite us for offensive
It's called
speech.
disorderly conduct.
No.
Yes,
Disorderly.
When we're right, we're right, and when we're wrong, we're wrong. And there certainly was a better way to have that communication, and we were wrong in the manner in which we communicated that. Certainly, we're going to take accountability for it.
And here's what Garcia says accountability looks like. First Amendment rights training is now underway across the department.
Trained up our command staff again with refresher courses. We're going to be training our sergeants. We're going to be training our officers.
So they've already violated their rights.
Civil rights attorney C.J. Grisham, who shares the same last name, says a different officer issued the street preacher a citation for misuse of a bullhorn outside a protest, according to police.
It doesn't meet the noise ordinance violations ordinance in any way whatsoever. So just on its face, the charge is baseless.
Grisham says he has First Amendment violations cases like this involving police all across Texas and claims it's not the first for Fort Worth PD.
We've got her on video doing this last year at the Pride Festival. So this is a pattern of abuse by Officer Stogner, but it's not just her. Look how many other officers were standing around.
The First Amendment training for officers will be in person. And when I asked about implicit bias training for his department,
There may be other types of training that will be beneficial.
while owning the mistake by his officer, Garcia hopes it doesn't overshadow what the entire department does every day.
We are not a perfect profession, and my officers will make mistakes from time to time.
In Fort Worth, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
A teenage boy's body was found floating in Lake Ray Hubbard, and as Luke Clary reports, his family wants murder charges filed against two people arrested in connection with his death.
My son was an amazing son.
A grieving mother still searching for answers 3 months after her 18-year-old son, Daniel Irving, drowned in Lake Ray Hubbard.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Dallas police have arrested two teens, a 16-year-old and 19-year-old Lucas Roper. They're not accused of causing Daniel's death, but of tampering with physical evidence. Investigators say this is the last place where Daniel Irving was seen alive. It's believed that he jumped off of that railroad bridge with those two other teens. The Dallas County Medical Examiner determined Daniel drowned and ruled his death an accident. But police say the two teens failed to report what happened and later discarded items belonging to Daniel. The affidavit alleges Daniel's clothes were thrown into a tree line, his cell phone was thrown into a ditch, and Roper deleted his communications with Daniel. Roper told detectives he panicked after Daniel drowned.
This is a difficult time for this family.
The Irving family attorney says they believe the evidence supports a murder charge.
Follow the facts and bring the appropriate charges, including but not limited to murder.
But attorney Jeremy Rosenthal, who is not involved in the case, says that would require proof of more than alleged cover-up.
To have a homicide case here, you would have to show that they caused the death of this individual, not just that there was a cover-up, not that there just was a guilty conscience after the fact.
For now, the criminal case centers on what police say happened after Daniel drowned.
I want justice for my son.
His mother says these arrests have not ended her fight for answers.
I want justice for Daniel.
In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
We just got an update on the Cyclospora outbreak hitting half the states in the U.S. Dallas County health officials have 9 confirmed cases so far, and the Texas Department of Health says there are 68 statewide with 15 patients hospitalized. Slightly higher than expected, but officials say not a drastic increase. The parasite is linked to produce and causes vomiting and diarrhea, so be sure to thoroughly wash any fruits and vegetables. The organizing team that brought the World Cup to North Texas is calling it a big win. And as Mitty Hicks reports, they're using the excitement as a springboard to the next big thing.
So North Texas welcomed hundreds of thousands of fans from all over the world for FIFA World Cup matches. And when talking to organizers about what made the event here in North Texas successful, they say security, transportation, but that's not all. Organizers say it's also been the partnerships across the Metroplex, which has allowed North Texas to host 9 games and countless fan events over the last month without any major transportation or safety incidents. Organizers say this collaboration across cities, law enforcement agencies, along with fire and rescue, and even the FIFA volunteers, is the competitive advantage that puts North Texas on the map to host big sporting events. Speaking of, as North Texas closes out with one last game Tuesday, organizers say they're already planning the next big thing.
And by all means, please know that our work is not done here, but our vision is also towards 2031 and hopefully being able to host the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2031.
When it comes to FIFA 2031, of course, for women's soccer, organizers say they're not sure if the U.S. will even have events until the end of the year. Now, will Dallas become a host city? Organizers say we probably won't know that information until early next year. In Dallas, I'm Mitty Hicks.
We're all paying more to raise our dogs right now. The American Kennel Club says owners are spending about $2,500 a year on food, vet visits, and other needs. As Brittany Costello reports, an organization that rescues pugs is feeling that financial squeeze.
15 minutes for Lisa Williams. Come on, babies. Pugs are special.
It's not a pug for everyone, but for us it is.
It's why she decided to foster for DFW Pug Rescue last year.
People always show up for us.
Communications volunteer Jenna Bradford says they need many more like her.
We're begging fosters to take pugs. We're begging for new fosters, and some fosters have doubled up, tripled up.
In a post on Facebook Sunday, the organization announced its closed intake, saying it can't take on any more pugs. They've seen a surge in surrenders from 400 last year to 700 so far this year, many with high medical needs. Founder Fred Campos says the group is drowning in vet bills.
But we have never failed in 30 years to pay our vet bills. However, this last year and a half, our vet bills have gotten so high that we can't keep up with them.
Care that normally costs $25,000 a month has gone up to more than $60,000 last month.
The reason we're seeing a lot of pugs is because the economy, a lot of people can't afford their animals.
Now, they can't either.
We're just asking for help.
They need donations to help with the bills, corporate sponsorships to keep the money coming in, and folks who are willing to adopt pugs waiting.
It's your time to shine, girl.
They desperately need more people like Williams.
Look at you, handsome boy.
Fosters and volunteers who will love on their pugs until they find forever homes.
They're just a great companion if you're work from home, if you have kids. They're just a flexible, happy, easy dog to have in the home.
In Tarrant County, I'm Brittany Costello.
Yeah, let's hope that they can all find a happy and loving home. Those are your headlines from North Texas.